Life is so precious. That's why I conduct myself in the manner I do. That's the reason why I get up every day, super early in the morning, even on days when I do not truly feel like getting up. I see the bigger picture. I understand that this experience that we're having is an experience in itself. And we're so accustomed to the feeling of the experience that we forget we're actually living an experience. You see, everything that has a start date has an end date. So I integrate that same ideology into the same way I look at life. I understand that in this life we live, we're experiencing what it's like to be human. So I have developed a mindset of not getting too attached to situations, misunderstandings, even people. That doesn't mean that I don't like being around people or I don't appreciate people. I definitely don't take people for granted, but I just don't hold on to things. I'm not too attached to things because through my perception, this life wasn't meant to be attached to anything. You see, I remember a few years ago, I took acid, and I'm going to make a separate story about that whole situation and what the experience and the trip, a whole trip report. But it was my first and only time in my life. And I remember I was very aware and spiritual prior to the acid trip. But what I learned throughout the trip, and ultimately it showed me not to take life too seriously. And what I mean by not taking life too seriously, I'm not saying be a slouch and not do anything. Just do it. But don't get too attached to the idea of whatever you're trying to do. Just do it. But it became clear to me post-trip that I had like this mental clarity just of understanding of what I needed to do, what I needed to sacrifice so I could become a better person. The thing was, I'm not giving credit to the acid. The acid just gave me more insight to where I changed my whole trajectory. But ultimately what I'm saying is, in this life, we just must enjoy every moment that we have to experience. Me living in my car, I embrace all stages of life. When I was up, when I was down. When I was down, when I was up. Because there's lessons in understanding in each and every cycle and phase of life. But by not being attached, what it had taught me is don't get too caught up in the notions of things. You see, being happy is an emotion. Being sad is an emotion as well. And many people out there say and have said that it's not sustainable to be happy all the time, which I do agree with. But I could tell you this. Throughout my pain and suffering, when I feel like my back's against the wall and I have no other direction but to just embrace everything that's coming towards me head on, I realized that the pressure that we're experiencing is the pressure we create in our mind. But I have learned to maintain that happiness even when things are not going my way. Pardon me. So, I do believe throughout the chaos and confusion, you can still sustain your happiness, because no situation should make or break you. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. It's Up North Plea, and I just want to come to you guys today with the car video. And just to remind each and every single one of you guys, whether if you're a previous subscriber who's been here since day one, or you're new along the way, every situation that has been brought to your doorstep, it has presented itself for a specific reason. Because you are able to withstand and overcome anything that has been presented to you. The decision whether if you will or will not prevail past it is up to you. But always remember, you are capable. I'm out.